man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and you are listening to DVD Weekly Podcast, the only place where you're going to get the straight poop. And I don't mean that in the dirty way.
Already? I just did one of these.
I know, it sounds like you just did one yesterday.
Yeah, the seats are still warm.
Yeah, that's great. I noticed that when I sat down.
Did you notice that?
Yeah. Maybe it's just 'cause it's so damn hot outside. Maybe that's part of it.
Let's see, 82 degrees outside
Yeah,
today.
it's hot.
It is. It's a little hot in
82
here,
doesn't
too.
sound too hot. But 82 up here is hot. It's hot.
It is hot.
When we're usually used to like the 50s and 60s.
You know, the show I just did was the show with Susan and Autumn. Autumn covered Crypticon, and Susan covered her trip to Guatemala. You got to go back and listen
I'm
to
gonna
that.
check that out.
Because
That's so cool.
really,
I saw some pictures.
Yeah,
They're great.
Yeah, the pictures are on our Facebook. I put up quite a few pictures. The thing you didn't get to hear, and it's funny because when it was over with, we were like, oh, we forgot to talk about this. No, we forgot to talk about that. She could have gone on forever just because of all the crazy stories that she had. But the funny thing that she didn't mention was the hotel that they stayed in. I thought I had written it down. I did. Casa Santo Domingo.
Mm-hmm.
She said it was just like Nacho Libre. She said the door looked just like Nacho Libre.
That's awesome.
The floors looked like it. Where you ate looked just like where in Nacho Libre they all sat and ate.
Really? Maybe that's where it was.
Yes. And if you look at the pictures, you'll see pictures of the skeletons. We were talking about it on the show.
Yeah.
And those skeletons came from within the mission.
Really?
That is now
That's creepy.
the place where people go and stay.
Gotcha.
They have a room called the Crypt Room. And that's where those bodies came from.
Really?
And you can stay in that room.
What?
How weird is that? And to them, it's not a Halloween scary thing.
Yeah.
It's this is the room. So it's like a very special room.
Yeah, right.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was
Quite the experience.
pretty cool. And then she went on to tell us all about the different things. She picked up a little something for you, brother.
What? I saw in the I saw the picture. And
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Here's a little Quasaltica Especial for you,
What is
brother.
this?
Now, listen, she said
Ooh.
if you drink that and go blind, it's not her fault.
Come on. Quasalteca.
Yeah. She bought it from a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. I'm not even sure what this is.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
Susan goes, if something goes wrong, I don't want to hear about it.
Quasalteca. I'm going to look it up. See
Yeah.
exactly what the heck it is. That's fantastic.
Yes, sir, brother.
Shoot.
Yes, sir. Yeah, she brought
break
me
it
a little
out during the show.
She brought me a little box of little
Quasalteca.
things.
It's a liquor.
She found an illegal Mickey Mouse.
And oh, really?
There he is, brother. Little fat Mickey Mouse.
It looks pretty legit.
Not that. No, maybe
kind of.
in his older, fatter days.
Yeah, it's like the Elvis late days.
And then she was telling us yesterday that it's named after a bird where she is, and they handcrafted this bird
Okay.
that all hang. And then she got me a parrot,
Nice.
which is all done in beads and stuff like that.
Very cool.
But and then I shared the cereal boxes online, so you can go and take a look at the weird cereal
That's
boxes.
awesome.
But yeah, good stuff.
Well, I just looked. Quetzalteca.
Yeah.
It's an alcoholic beverage considered to be the national beverage of Guatemala.
No kidding.
Together with the national symbol Quetzal.
And that's the bird. That bird. Yeah.
Yeah. It means it's between 29% and 60% alcohol by volume.
Yeah.
This potent raw cane liquor is great when mixed with juice, but can also be drunk as a shot.
I like the way they use the word drunk.
Shit, man, I gotta open this now. Then.
There you go, brother.
Come on, let's try some Quetzalteca.
You do that.
I love this.
If
This
you
is
start
good.
going blind, I don't want to hear it.
Smells like vodka, kind of.
Like ass? Is it vodka? Is that what it is?
No, it's not.
Oh.
But it smells a little bit like it.
All right.
Let's see. You know what? Maybe we should crack the monster.
Oh, okay.
Just in
In case you need a chaser.
Just in case. You never know. You never can tell. But hey, man, trying these new liquors, like, let's go.
Did you see online the Mexican monster?
I did see that.
If you look down in the bottom left-hand corner of that can,
Oh, is there a difference? I didn't notice. There was a
yeah,
difference.
where it says energy drink, it
Yeah.
said it in Spanish.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right, well, here we go, brother.
All right, brother.
Down the hatch. Down the hola, bitch, hola.
All right, good luck. He took the drink. He's not saying anything. He's very, very still,
Ah,
very thoughtful.
it actually tastes very much like vodka.
Really,
In fact,
probably it
if you
probably
hadn't told
is.
me,
It's probably just somebody backstage
I'd
just
probably
pouring
guess
vodka.
it was vodka.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Well,
good.
darn,
It's nice
huh?
and smooth.
Well, let me taste this monster drink. If you
Come on.
Yeah, yesterday we had we tried some Guatemalan pastry and
Oh, cool.
these things that were like banana chips,
Yeah.
but they tasted more like potato chips.
Gotcha.
We tried that too, but yeah.
Very cool, man.
So there you go.
That's
Just-
great.
You know, got to keep you
Susan.
caught up on everything.
Come on now.
Yeah, dude. If you knew the
I
things
love
that
that she goes to buy me alcohol. That's
if
great.
you knew the things that she did,
Yeah.
I am blown away
Really?
at what she did.
No kidding.
Dude, this woman, there ain't nothing she can't do.
Really? What,
She
like-
climbed the pyramids, or the, what do they call them there? The
so that
temples.
Did she take that picture?
No, now that picture was taken by their group, and they
Okay,
got up
they
at like
were up there then.
they got up at like 3:00 in the morning
Holy cow.
and hiked up to the volcanoes and took the picture of the sun coming up. I guess that's a real
Oh, that's
popular
awesome.
thing. But she climbed to the top of the temples.
Holy hell.
And then you should see how high she climbed into these trees to get on zip lines.
oh, wow.
She did these insane zip lines
Jeez.
hanging from a thread.
That's awesome.
Unbelievable. I can't believe she did it.
So she had a good time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm sure the work was hard.
She did. Oh, she said the work was amazing. They'd get up in the morning,
Yeah.
and she said they'd get 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night.
Oh, jeez.
Because it was like Florida, right? It was just muggy and
yeah.
bugs,
Right.
and they're sleeping on cots that have
Oh
like
my
3
God.
things in it.
Yeah.
So it hurts your back. You get up and you have to walk a mile to where you're fed.
What?
Yes.
Well,
So
you,
you
work,
gotta
you
walk-
work off your breakfast.
You got to walk a mile to get to your food. Then you got to walk a mile back to go to
oh
work.
my God.
You worked for, what was it, 12 hours?
Oh, jeez.
Something like that. And then you got to walk the mile again to get dinner.
Oh, jeez.
It was crazy. She showed me a lot of the video, though, and it was
Very
wild.
cool. What an experience, man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff right there.
We lost ourselves
love hearing that.
a major person
Oh, my God.
in the music world,
dude.
brother. Miss
Huge.
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Damn it, man. The queen of rock and roll.
Queen of rock and roll, passed away from natural causes, they're saying,
Yeah.
at the age of 83.
Natural causes, but she'd been struggling for quite a while.
She had made the comment 2 months before her passing that she wished she had taken better care of her kidneys.
Oh, yeah, because
But,
she had kidney disease. She
but-
suffered a stroke, too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. She wasn't in great shape, and, yeah, she'd
No.
been struggling for a while. But, man, Tina Turner, wow.
Yeah.
That one hit. It was interesting how hard that one hit me
Oh,
without
really?
me being a really big fan
Yeah.
of hers. Like, you know, I mean, everybody knows her classic tunes.
Well,
and
yeah.
then, you know, she was in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah.
I think what struck me more when it happened.
Did she do that
this
song,
week-
Private Dancer?
Yeah, Private Dancer.
a private
yeah.
dancer.
What's love got to do with it?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. But so Ghost, which you know, it came out last week.
Mm-hmm.
I wondered if that was #1 last week. Ghost's Phantomime came out with their new EP. Ghost did.
Uh-huh.
That was 5 tracks, and the last track on the album is "We Don't Need Another Hero."
Wow.
From Tina Turner.
Oh, wow.
Right? From Mad
Weird.
Max. So I had been like, and
Wow.
dude, I was driving into Seattle. That's why I didn't do last week's show. I've been crazy busy at
Right.
work. So I was driving into Seattle every day, and I would just have those 5 songs on repeat.
Oh,
I
wow.
must have listened to it a million times this week.
That's cool.
But it was always like I loved that version.
Huh.
So I wonder if so then I found out she passed, and I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
God, because I've been
wow.
listening to that song all week long. But anyways, so that night, man, she passed. I ended up kind of looking into her a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And there's a documentary on HBO called Tina.
Mm.
And it came out in 2019.
Yeah.
I think it was. Is that right? No. Came out in 2021. I have it written right here. So it came out just a couple years ago, man. And it's a fantastic documentary. Like, she's involved in it, obviously, you know, like with recent interviews, and you could tell because there was like an event she was at and people were kind of helping her around, so you could tell she's wasn't in great shape.
Yeah.
But man, her story and what she overcame, like, holy crap.
She was, I mean, it's, when I look back, she was kind of at the forefront of the whole women being victims of those types of things.
Yeah.
You know, she's one of the first ones to speak out and so
and for all the time that people didn't know.
Yeah, right.
And then
right.
man, and they cover it in the documentary, like when they first broke up, when her and Ike broke up, that's all she got asked about, right? Every single media interview was about, well, where's Ike? Where's Ike?
Yeah.
And then like she was making zero money at that point.
Yeah.
So her agent was putting her on everything.
Yeah.
Everything possible. So she was like on Hollywood Squares, and they showed us the intro of Hollywood Squares when they introduced her, and the guy's like, "Well, where's Ike?" And she's just kind of laughing it off a little bit.
Great.
But dude, it wasn't until that People magazine interview that she came out and told the story.
Wow.
And that was when people started finding out.
Is he still around?
No, he passed in
before
2007, I think.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so then even years after, so she told the story for people to stop asking about
I'll be darned.
in hopes that she would never have to tell the story again.
Yeah.
It'd be done.
Oh my goodness.
But that it backfired on her because then everybody wanted to know more about that. So then they showed this montage of interviews after she had come out with a story, and every single person's asking about. Dude, one person had the gall to ask her what was the absolute, like, tell me, what was the absolute worst moment in your marriage?
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
just like, what is wrong with people, man?
What a sprinkler.
So anyways, the fact that she just like had completely overcame that, changed her image, cut her hair because the long hair was like an Ike and Tina thing.
Oh.
Like everything about it, dude. Even Tina Turner, like Ike gave her that name without her
really?
even knowing about it,
Yeah.
dude. Like she finds out, like, what?
Whoa.
She didn't even know that he'd given her that name and like made that her stage name, right? And then basically forced her to marry him. Like this whole the story is fascinating. So if you have any interest at all, definitely check out that Tina documentary on HBO. It's heavy, but it's really, really informative and kind of a very interesting story. And you just realize how I mean, she's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Her voice is incredible.
Yeah.
Like,
She's a
holy
one of a
hell.
kind, that's for sure.
And yeah, and the way she danced, she wasn't even trained, and she just like commanded the stage, right, from day one. So yeah, man, Tina Turner, that's a huge loss.
Yeah,
man.
it is.
Damn.
It is.
It's been great. Even a lot of metal guys have come out, like Rob Halford, from Judas Priest. He came out and did a thing for her. Obviously, Ghost. They did a tribute to her. You know, they just covered her track, and it just got released last week. But a lot of metal acts and bands have come out and rock bands just to, you know, pay their respects and talk about how influential she was. And just, I mean, she was incredible, man.
What a deal.
Yeah.
What a deal,
Damn
brother.
it.
Shall we just move right into the show? You ready to talk about sports, brother?
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Well,
all right.
Actually, I got nothing good to talk about. In
Yeah,
sports.
really.
Crack, you know, since our last show, which I was, you know, it's a couple weeks ago when I was here.
Yeah.
The Kraken were eliminated.
Yeah.
Damn it. Florida swept Carolina 4-0.
Yeah.
I don't know how the Florida Panthers are doing it, but I mean, they beat Boston Bruins, who were the heavy favorite going in to win the Stanley Cup. Then they beat Toronto, and not just beat them, they beat them up. And then they're playing Carolina, who beat New Jersey, and I thought for sure Carolina was going to win the Cup at that point. They swept them. Like, what is Florida? Like, what's in their water there? It's incredible. So they await the winner.
We've been saying that for years.
Yeah, true. They await the winner of Vegas and Dallas.
I want Dallas to lose.
Why? See,
Why?
I don't understand that.
Because
I don't
they beat
understand it.
us.
What? But you know who? Vegas is our division rival. That would be like the Seahawks losing and wanting the Niners to win it all.
You know, oh God.
Like,
you know
it's
more
the
than
same
I do
thing.
about it.
Well, it's driving me nuts because all
Everybody
the
saying
people
that?
on Kraken Facebook are saying that. And I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Like, you're rooting for our division rival.
Yeah.
And I keep telling them that. It's like, okay, when the Seahawks are out, you root for the Niners?
Yeah. No
or the
way,
Rams,
no.
for that matter. Like, no, you don't.
That's
so
funny.
why?
I didn't think of it that
because
way.
your team is beat by a team, like they beat the Kraken fair and square.
Oh,
There was no hostility or anything questionable during that would make you hate them for whatever reason.
Nope.
Except for
that
the fact
one guy.
that they just.
What was that one guy that
he just went off?
Everybody just hated
he
it.
went off. He got the overtime winner last night.
Yeah.
To keep them alive.
Yeah.
But in my mind, like I'm never gonna root for Vegas. They're our biggest rival. They really are our biggest rival. Them and Vancouver, but Vancouver's terrible.
Yeah.
So like they're our biggest rival. So I want Dallas to win it. Like. But it's not going to happen. I mean, Dallas is down 3-1 now, so we'll see what happens there. And then in the NBA, the Lakers are done too. God, they got swept by Denver, dude. Swept.
Yeah.
Now the Lakers weren't even supposed to be there. They were a play-in team, the 7th seed, playing the number 1 seed Denver. So I certainly did not expect a win in that series. But to get swept, that's painful, man.
Yeah.
And now there's all these rumors about LeBron James and
Yeah,
he retires.
I saw him in the interview.
Team.
Yeah.
I hate it. Hate it.
What do you think? You think it's time, brother?
I don't think so,
You don't
man.
think so?
He's still one of the best players in the league. Like, now, he's not as good as he used to be.
Yeah.
And he can't shoot a three-pointer to save life. But he is still one of the best driving players. He was still going off in that series. But he couldn't ever finish in the fourth quarter. But he put the right pieces around him. Mm-hmm. And, he had Anthony Davis, who played great. But they just need one other major piece, I feel like. And they'd be serious contenders. But they're out. So Denver is waiting for the winner of Miami versus Boston. God, please let it be Miami. Miami was up 3-0, okay? And now it's 3-2. And no team in NBA history has ever come back from being down 3-0.
Wow.
And if anybody's going to do it, it looks like Boston this year.
Nice.
So they
and
got
you
game
love them.
6.
Do you love them?
Boston
Celtics.
Hate Boston. Hate them. So please, Miami, just finish it off, for God's sake. We got the Indy 500 this
It's
weekend.
Memorial Day weekend,
Memorial Day weekend.
What kind of sports we got?
Come on. We're honoring those that passed.
Yep.
While they're in the active duty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, praise God to all those folks, man. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like the ultimate sacrifice.
Well, and again, this is something that Susan mentioned a lot.
Yeah.
That you don't realize what you have.
Oh, yeah.
Until you go to another country.
Oh, 100%.
And see, I mean.
Yeah, and she was like in the thick of it.
And the military there are the ones that protected them while they were there.
God, yeah, because they stayed on the base, right?
So their military was with them the whole time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, man,
and they were, I guess, super nice, really, just total positive.
That's awesome.
Experience.
That's
so
awesome.
Sound like some real good people.
So yeah, thinking about all those folks over this Memorial Day weekend.
Absolutely.
I mean, don't forget the reason we're celebrating on Monday and have the day off, man. It's
So what else? We have the Indianapolis 500.
We got the Indy 500. That's really the highlight.
But doesn't NASCAR have a big?
NASCAR has the Cokes. Is it
the
Cokes? I was checking because I didn't see any. Let's see, Saturday, Sunday. I believe, it is the Coke 600.
Okay.
At 3:00, and this is happening again. So it didn't last year.
On what day?
That's on Sunday. Sunday. 3:00 on Fox. It's the Coca-Cola 600, and then the Monaco Grand Prix, which is like their Super Bowl.
When is the Indianapolis 500?
Indy 500. I don't have that written down here, but it's usually like at 9:00 on Sunday. All these happen. It's like the greatest day in racing, man.
Yeah.
You've got Monaco at 6 a.m. on ABC, 6 a.m. Pacific.
I'm going to pass on that one, Kay.
Oh, God. Monaco's the best. Dude.
I know. You
it's
love it.
So awesome. And then that rolls right into the Indy 500, which is like 8:30, 9:00 start. And then, after that, you got the Coke 600. It's such a phenomenal day of racing.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah, that's the big stuff coming.
Yeah, when I was into racing and watched, oh God, that was the day.
Yeah, big day.
That was
man.
the day.
Big day.
And then your other big day was in February for the Daytona 500. Yeah, that was no
doubt.
And of course, that's what started your season.
Yeah,
which to this day I still think is so weird.
It's crazy. Yeah, their Super Bowl is on the first day of the season.
Absolutely. Good times.
So there you go, brother. On that, just waiting for football, man.
I like
football news.
That's what Susan said. She goes, football's next.
Oh, come on, bring it.
I'm looking forward to that.
Bring it.
Looking forward to
just got to get through summer.
Let's do a little Disney 100, huh?
Disney.
You know what you missed? You missed the news.
Oh, no.
But Disney's, what's the name of it? Galactic.
You tell me.
Hell, I don't remember the name of it. I'm so sorry. Hey, it's Florida. If it was California, it'd be different. But what is the name of it? Galactic. It's the hotel that you stay in.
Oh, the Star Wars.
The Star Wars
Hotel. I have no idea what it was called.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's done, right?
Done, dude.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Wow.
I say shut it down. They are going to go through, what is it, September, I think?
Oh, okay.
But all the reservations are gone.
I bet, yeah.
And there were people that had it beyond that date.
Oh, they got hosed.
Which they're now having to, take care of.
They should put them up in the nicest hotel they got.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I heard was that they came to Bob Iger and they said, let's not just get rid of it. Let's turn it into a Mandalorian thing.
Ooh.
And so they thought about that. They thought about opening it up for Walt Disney World day guests to come in and be able to eat in there and go to the gift shop. They thought about that. But Iger said no to all of it. He said no.
So what are they going to? They're going to knock it down?
I don't think they'd knock it down.
Right. So
they might use it a little bit. Now, yesterday in the show, it got brought up as to how much it was, and I said that I thought it was 20 or 30 million.
No,
wow, I couldn't have been
way more.
Couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah.
It cost him over $1 billion to build that.
Wow. So
over $1 billion. So that's
got to reuse it for something.
Well, they're saying that right now they'll be using it as a tax write-off for the year. And I said something like, again, 20 or 30 million was going to be the tax write-off for it. So, but yeah, we'll see what they're going to do with it. But it won't be anything to that grand scale.
Right.
I think they just overthought it.
Yeah.
And they just catered to the wrong people.
Yeah.
And even
they charge too much.
Even though, well, that's the wrong people.
But they probably had
those damn people that have more money than me. That's the wrong people. But the thing is, even those people only went once.
Right. Right.
It got so bad that they did 2 dinner services a night. And this is really weird because they just released the soundtrack.
Oh, really?
And that girl comes out and sings. They just released all of her songs.
Huh.
So to have this happen less than a month after that release,
that's
weird.
Crazy.
But she used to come out twice a night for 2 different things. They cut it to once.
Oh, no kidding.
So it got bad. And I feel sorry for all the people involved because it was quite a deal. And you hate to see something like that end like that.
Yeah, sure.
On better news, though, I wanted to just mention that to you because I didn't know if you had heard that before. Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel. You know where that is? Across from Disney California Adventure.
Paradise Pier, yes.
They're beginning a transformation that will be soon known as Pixar Place Hotel.
Oh, really?
They figure that will happen by this winter. The reimagined hotel is going to feature all the Pixar gang, and like when you first get up there, there's going to be a Pixar lamp bouncing on top of a ball to greet you.
Nice.
Very, very cool. Later this summer, hotel guests staying overnight will be able to splash and play in an all-new water play area inspired by Nemo and Friends, which includes a 186-foot-long water slide featuring Crush the Turtle. Also this fall, a new restaurant's going to open inside the hotel called Great Maple. They're going to be serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It looks good, dude.
Really?
Looks good.
Sounds good.
And the restaurant's going to have easy access for both hotel guests, local diners, and theme park goers. So pretty cool. During the refurbishment, overnight guests are still going to enjoy the benefits of staying on property at the Disneyland Resort, which includes early park entry and special entrance to Disney California Adventure Park, which is right across the street.
Okay.
So you can just cross the street and you have an entrance right into Disney's California Adventure.
Very good.
So anyway, that's all going on. They've actually already started putting in some artwork. And so that's something that you will see this transition throughout the year.
Gotcha.
And that is your Disney 100.
Very good, brother. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
That rolls us right into music.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just to finish up on the Ghost Pantomime, man. I love it. Love it. 5 great covers. Do you know the Genesis track, Jesus, He Knows Me?
I don't think so.
You might if you heard it, but they do a great cover of that. Phantom of the Opera by Iron Maiden, which was on Maiden's very first record. So a great cover of that. And then See No Evil by Television and Hanging Around by the Stranglers. So 5 tracks.
Wow.
Fantastic. If you've even heard of Ghost, you like them, check out their the new EP, Phantom Mime. Good stuff.
All right.
We got a concert coming up this week, brother.
Is it this week?
Come on!
Holy
June
moly.
1st. We're talking Thursday night.
Hearing a lot of good things about this.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
Me too. God, I'm going to be trying my...
They were in L.A. for a while.
Yeah, in L.A. In
now-
fact, they're doing the Hollywood Bowl.
They did
now,
it.
Like
They've already done it. I
Well,
think.
the first show, but they have 3 shows there.
Do they still
So
have
they
more
still
shows?
have 2 more shows at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so,
K-Rock gave tickets to it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, and we're talking about The Cure.
Yes, sir.
Finally going to see them on Thursday night. So freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And they're doing, I don't know if you've seen it, but they're doing exclusive posters each night.
Oh, really?
And they're completely different. So the artwork for each city is totally different.
Well, how many pieces of artwork do they have?
For every show.
Good
Every
Lord.
show, man. So, and the one
need
for
to come out with a
Seattle
book.
looks freaking awesome.
They need to come out with a book.
Oh, yeah, that'd be sweet.
At the end of the tour, and then
That would be sweet.
That would be very cool.
I'm going to be trying my damn best to get one of those at the show on Thursday.
Yeah.
Because it's cool. The Seattle one. Not all of them are great. Some of them are awesome. The Seattle one is up there, man. Really,
Nice.
really dig the one for Seattle.
cool.
So we'll give you a report on that show
Nice. Yep.
next week.
Looking forward to that.
We got a top 5 coming at you.
I'm ready.
A lot of bands from Blast from the Past on a lot of these bands. Hell, almost all of them.
Speaking of Blast from the Past,
Yeah.
as a reward for Autumn doing such an awesome job while Mom was gone.
Nice. Holding down the fort.
Yeah, while her mom was gone, she did a lot of good things. I handed her tickets today to the Psychedelic Furs,
Oh, yeah. There you go.
and I'm going. I gotta go.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Susan's gonna go too.
That'll be fun.
Oh, I can't wait, dude.
Where are they playing at?
They are playing right where I just came from. Paramount.
Paramount? Paramount. That's where you saw Skinny Puppy.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
That's where we're going.
That'll
We're going to
be a
be on the
good
ground
show.
floor this time. It's it looks like it's set up, and I swore I had seen them before. I was with you,
Yeah, we saw him.
and I remembered loving the lead singer.
Yeah, yeah.
He's so awesome.
Right.
But everybody here was telling me, no, you haven't seen him.
No, you have.
And I'm like, what? I
We were
swear
there.
I have.
We saw him at the Showbox in
Yes,
Seattle.
yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
That's in October.
Very good October. That's a good month for
Yeah.
that. Good month for that. Yeah, man. Let's take a look at the top 5. Let's start with number 5 on Amazon.com this week. It's Tesla, brother.
Oh,
Tesla
look out. Look out.
with Full Throttle Live.
Wow.
Now, this is from the Sturgis Bike Rally in 2022 and an infamous saloon that hosts many motorcycle rock and roll parties. I'm sure that place, those walls have stories. But, man, Tesla,
Yeah.
always a great live band. I bet that's a really fun listen because I bet that
Yeah.
place is rowdy as hell. Tesla, Full Throttle Live at number 5. Number 4 is Steely Dan, brother.
What?
Come on,
Wow.
Countdown to Ecstasy. At long last, the classic Steely Dan catalog is back on vinyl. Led by Walter Becker and Donald Fagen, Steely Dan released 7 albums from 1972 to 1980. The vinyl series continues with Countdown to Ecstasy, the band's sprawling 1973 sophomore LP with standouts such as Bodhisattva, Showbiz Kids, and My Old School.
Nice.
Steely Dan. That's a band I always never really listened to.
Yeah.
Then went and saw them at White River, and I'm like, holy hell, these guys are
Yeah,
good.
they're cool.
Solid band, man. Number 3, another oldie but a goodie. It's Sparks.
Oh, wow.
With The Girl in Her Latte.
Didn't they do Angst in Your Pants?
I believe they
Remember
did.
that song?
Yeah.
You've got angst
Yeah.
in your pants.
They're the art pop duo comprised
Yeah.
of brothers Ron and Russell Mael. They influenced a ton of bands,
Yeah.
like Queen
Yep.
to Bjork to so many others. Edgar Wright did a documentary about them.
Oh, wow.
And Waxwork actually came out with a box set of the music for the documentary.
Oh, cool.
Which I have. So that was kind of my entry into Sparks. But good stuff. So their new album, The Girl in Her Latte,
Nice.
out today. Number 2, another blast from the past. It's Metal Church, brother.
Wow.
With their new album, Congregation of Annihilation. 11 all-new tracks continues to build upon their iconic sound. The band established over 3 decades ago. Actually, they've really been a band for like 42 years or something. It's crazy. Originally based in San Fran, they have relocated years and years ago to Aberdeen, Washington. Considered to be an integral part of the Seattle heavy metal music scene.
Wow.
So their 13th studio album, Congregation of Annihilation, out today. Looking forward to hearing that.
Nice.
I've been listening to Ghost too much. I need to give that a shot. And then number 1 on Amazon.com this week, they actually just played and kicked off the White River Amphitheater season.
Yeah.
Matchbox 20 with their new album Where the Light Goes. The multi-platinum superstar hit-making pop rockers are back with their first record in over a decade. And this is their 5th studio album. So there you go. Matchbox 20.
I got a little bit of a music story. I just want to kind of give everybody a heads up that K-Rock, KROQ, in the Los Angeles area, is playing over the next 3 days. They are playing the hottest 500 of K-Rock music.
Oh, like history?
They started today at noon.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I love that. So, if you can listen to them, if you're in the LA area, it's 106.7. If you're not, just put on, put K-Rock on in a Google search, and you can listen to it live on the.
So that's probably going to wrap up on Memorial Day?
On your stuff. I assume so, yeah.
That's good stuff right there.
Started, like I said, started at...
What's going to be number 1, brother?
4 hours ago. Who knows, dude? That's tough.
Yeah.
I've already heard songs I haven't heard in so long.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a great countdown.
That's really
right
good.
there.
Before we move on, brother.
Love it.
Did we ever talk about the piece of Disney that I had got in an auction? Did we ever talk about that?
I don't think so.
So I got this piece of Disney that I got in an auction.
Yeah.
And I think I did talk about it because...
It's a postcard?
No, not a postcard.
No?
It was a piece of Disney history. And we were waiting for it to get here, remember? And it just never came.
Yes.
And so I never got to mention it. And I'm
Yes.
sure. And I know it's bothered people. I just know it. Today we get to unveil it, brother.
Ooh, very good.
I have in my hands a piece of Disney history, brother.
History.
That is unbelievable. Close your eyes.
Closing. Eyes are closed.
Hold your hand out.
Close your eyes. Watch your hands.
Very good. Open your eyes, brother.
God. Ooh, it's a circuit board, brother.
That it is.
What is... I don't remember talking about this.
It is a circuit board, brother. Guess what that's a part of?
Amsley. Is this from an audio animatronic?
That is from American Adventures at Walt Disney World.
Really? American Adventures.
Back in the day when this project was built, they still worked with a company called Mapo. Mapo was the company that Walt Disney created to build his attractions at Disneyland. Mapo stood for Mary Poppins.
Really?
And when Mary Poppins was
there's Mary Poppins right there.
Exactly. And that's what makes that such a cool collectible.
Wow.
Because
Very
it
cool,
has
man.
the
It looks
Mapo...
like a little house.
Yeah. It has the Mapo stamp right on it. Now, how many people own that?
Right. Just you, I would think.
I would hope so, brother.
Just you.
I would hope so. And they didn't have
Nice.
lots of pieces. This is... I can't remember what this is called. It's a certain type of something or other. I made Autumn sit down and watch American Adventure, which she did not want to do.
Sure.
It starts out with a lot of video, so it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Dude, by the end of it,
Yeah.
I was in tears. She was so moved. She was
Really?
like, "Oh my God, that was the most incredible thing I've ever seen."
Wow.
And it still plays at Walt Disney World to this day. It is
No kidding.
amazing.
So is that from an audio
amazing.
animatronic though? Like, what's it? What was?
I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, this could be a part of the cases of computers that they have.
Yeah.
It could. Nobody knows where it's really from.
Huh.
Basically, these guys that sell this kind of stuff, Disney knows that they'll buy it, so they just give them boxes of junk.
Huh.
And just say, hey, we'll sell that to you for such and such.
Yeah.
And sell that to you for such and such. And so anyway, this, because it did have the Mapo insignia on it.
Yeah.
Very small, but that made it worth something to me to collect.
Interesting.
Because man, that's Walt's company right there. Mappo is no longer around.
Right.
They now get all their work done from other companies now.
Interesting.
Sad, huh?
Oh, there you go, brother.
But anyway, I finally got it.
It's
a paddle card. It's an IO paddle card. Apparently,
IO
paddle cards were really popular back in the day. But like if you talk to a computer expert nowadays, a lot of them have never heard of paddle cards before.
Sure.
Because they, you know how that world goes.
No, God.
It changes so fast.
Every 30 seconds.
So anyway, there you go. Oh, I will take a picture of this and put it on Facebook so
Very
people knew what the heck we were talking about.
Very good.
TV and streaming, brother.
Takes us to television.
I can't say much because I have not been able to watch anything.
You haven't watched The Masked Singer?
Nope.
Yet? You haven't seen the, all right.
Nope. I know
We won't
nothing.
talk about that. We will not talk about it.
All right. We'll talk about that next week.
All right. What we will mention is what's new to streaming this week.
All right.
How about How I Met Your Father Season 2B on Hulu? So this is the second half of Season 2 now on Hulu. American Born Chinese on Disney Plus. This is based on the graphic novel. Michelle Yeoh stars in that. So that started this week. Also, The Clearing on Hulu, which is based on the book. This one was interesting. And on Max, which is now officially Max. It is no longer HBO Max.
Right.
It is just Max, and I guess their launch went horribly.
Good.
Because you have to re-log into the service, and a lot of people wiped their history out.
No.
Like things that they had been watching, continue watching, all gone. I haven't even logged back into it yet. But Clone High on Max this week. It's the reboot of the cult classic MTV adult animated series. I don't remember it. It must have been after I started watching or stopped watching MTV. But that's back. Also, Platonic on Apple TV Plus. This stars Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne in the comedy series about two former best friends reaching middle age, reconnecting after years apart. And then this show, Fubar. The one and only Arnold Schwarzenegger, brother, makes his Netflix debut.
Nice.
A seasoned CIA operative on the verge of retirement is pulled back in for one last major job when he discovers a shocking family secret. That's right. His daughter has, like him, been secretly working for the CIA.
What the?
Everything I've read about this show sounds like it's terrible. Sounds like it is just god awful. And they're like, why is Arnold involved in this? And like they made an announcement like Arnold is like the action CEO of Netflix and he's going to like change the landscape of action streaming shows. Off to a terrible start apparently with Fubar.
That's too bad.
But who knows? That was just a couple
I just want to hear him say it. Fubar.
Right, exactly.
I'm now in Fubar. Very nice.
And that, my good friends, is what I got in television.
I like it, brother.
Yeah, which leads us right into movies. Movies, and we got some new streaming films this week. One that's available on demand. One I cannot wait to see, and that is John Wick Chapter 4. Now available on demand. Looking so forward to seeing that. I've know a couple people that saw that and said it is just fan-freaking-tastic. And I did watch Air over the last 2 weeks. That's the one about Nike and the Jordan signing and all that. Fantastic.
Oh, really?
It's the best movie I've seen this year so far. The Mario Brothers movie too is available digital as well. We've watched some of that, and we're going to continue to watch it. We'll finish it this week, but that's been a lot of fun to watch, man. I mean, my God, they've nailed it. Like for those of you who've played Mario back in the day, just in the half hour I've seen, there's so much that brings you back to those times. The music cues, the little visual, Easter eggs, all kinds of fun in that movie so far. That's
cool.
And the kids, holy hell, like the twins saw it in the theater, and they watch it daily. It's like they get in the cave, they turn on the Mario Brothers movie. All three of them. It's like their new Space Jam. They just watch it non-freaking stop.
Wow.
But Air, fantastic. It was such a good movie, dude. Great cast, really good story. The way they treated Michael Jordan in the film without actually showing him, fantastic. Like it's just a very well-made film.
Oh, that's cool.
So highly suggest Air. But also new this week to streaming services is Shazam! Fury of the Gods. That's the new one. It's now on Max. 10,000 Years of Longing. That's the 2022 George Miller film. George Miller, of course, who made all the Mad Max films. And this one's supposed to be nuts, too. I still haven't seen it. It stars Tilda Swinton and Idris Elba. That is now on Prime Video. And an interesting week to release this, but Violent Night, starring David Harbour, is now on Max. That's the violent Christmas film, which you weren't a big fan of, if I remember correctly.
Did I see it?
Yeah, that's David Harbour from Stranger Things. Or he's Santa.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
That's a
crazy
weird
film.
movie.
Crazy film.
Weird movie.
Kind of a weird time to release that on Max, but hey, it's there.
Yeah.
Wait, is it Max? Yeah, it's Max.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth seeing.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
But it's just, you walk away going, what the hell?
Let's take a look at the 4K Blu-ray releases for May 30th. That's
I got one.
Tuesday. You got one?
I've got a Blu-ray release, brother.
Bring it first, brother. Bring it.
It is brought to you by the Warner Archive Collection. Brother, this movie came out June 3rd, 1964.
Ooh.
I was 5 years old. I had to think about that for a minute. Spring is in the air, brother.
Spring.
And love, oh, love.
Love is in the
It's
air.
in bloom for Cindy Bear, brother. We're talking, hey there, it's Yogi Bear.
Hey, there's Yogi Bear.
I remember when this came out. I have fond memories of grandmother's house. They had a Yogi Bear. I remember I used to like to chew on his nose because it just had the weirdest feel in it. But that's weird. It's weird for me to even talk about.
That's weird.
Kind of wish I hadn't said that.
Well, hey, I used to pee on my Ram Bear. So
Oh, well, there you go.
there's that.
So I remember the cereal that they had was advertising this
Oh,
movie.
wow.
And I
Jeez.
remember going to the theater, and I think it was the Carriage Square Theater.
Carriage Square.
You know,
in
that place
Oxnard.
where I almost got caught stealing
Yeah, the Beavis and Butthead
the
poster.
Beavis and Butthead. Yeah. That's just wonderful memory. When Yogi, who's smarter than the average bear, you know,
Of course.
when he plays Robin Hood, Ranger Smith ships him away from Jellystone Park to the San Diego Zoo. Or so he thinks. You see, Cindy Bear hitches a ride to find Yogi in California and ends up captive of the Chisling brothers in Missouri.
Don't say it so.
See, already I'm confused. They're all over the damn place.
Yeah.
Yogi, but this is what caused my fear of the United States and not traveling and not understanding where the states are.
Really?
All about Yogi.
Damn you, Yogi.
Yogi and Boo Boo rush to her rescue and cannot fail with Yogi on the trail.
No.
Get it? And neither can you, my friends, with this enduring family favorite, which was Hanna-Barbera's first animated theatrical feature film.
Really?
It's available on Blu-ray.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know if it's going to look great, but we'll see.
That's a piece of history.
I will be buying this.
Oh, you will?
I think I'm going to.
Oh, there you go.
It's brings back a happy little memory of childhood.
Yeah, nice. Very
Yeah.
good, brother. Very good. Now we get to the 4K Blu-ray releases. I'll do it in alphabetical order just for fun. Starting with 65. That's the new sci-fi film starring Adam Driver. It's been out on digital for a little bit too, but it's now out on 4K Blu-ray. Here's a film I loved. Loved this film. 30th anniversary steelbook coming out 4K for Cliffhanger, starring Sylvester Stallone. Always loved this film, man.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, and they had the
Does he
video
come out of the
game.
bushes? No bushes.
I don't think he comes out of the bushes in this one.
Okay.
But yeah, I read that they're actually gonna make do a remake of Cliffhanger. Interesting enough, but I remember the video game back in the day, playing Cliffhanger, the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, love the movie. Out on 4K Blu-ray this week.
Yeah,
That's
I remember
pretty
that
cool.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons, the new one, Honor Among Thieves. It's also going to get a steelbook release. This is starring Chris Pine and Michelle Rodriguez. Heard good stuff about that film, actually. Showgirls, brother. The 1995 erotic adult drama coming out on 4K Blu-ray this week. Don't get too excited about this one, brother.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay calm.
The Haunting, coming out on 4K Blu-ray.
Why is that a movie I love?
Well, this is the remake.
Oh, that one.
That's why I said don't get too
Not to hell with that.
This one, the remake was not that good. If you
No.
remember, didn't you go to the theater with me and see that?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I remember going to the theater.
That movie did not need to be remade.
No.
That is a terrifying movie, and there's no gore.
Right.
There's nothing terrifying.
Right.
It's just a
But
psychological
it is haunting.
thriller.
I say haunting. That's the name of the damn movie, but it's true. It's like that scene where they're in bed and there's just that boom thing.
Oh, God,
boom,
yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Or that one scene where
terrifying, dude.
he's in the car and she runs across the road.
Yeah, runs across the
road.
road.
Oh my God,
yeah.
it's the most terrifying.
Yeah. No, dude.
I still have that etched in my brain.
Right.
There's nothing scary about it.
No, and like you said, no gore,
But
nothing.
There's
Yeah.
there's something about it.
It just gets under your skin, man.
And a lot of the people, the reason, the thing I was mentioning was that the folks who put the Haunted Mansion together at Disneyland,
Yeah, right.
used a lot of ideas from that movie,
Oh yeah.
the original.
Yeah, they did the remake in '99. It had a lot of CG effects and
Yeah.
stuff because that was when CG was really
Yeah.
starting to take off, and it just wasn't as effective. It was
No.
more of like an adventure than it was a kind of a horror film. Starring Liam Neeson, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Owen Wilson, Lily Taylor, and Bruce Dern. So that's out on 4K. This one's cool, man. From 1984, Arrow Limited Edition, coming out with The Last Starfighter.
Oh wow!
Come on.
And I remember liking that.
Yeah, I do too, man. I remember seeing that in the theater. I was 8 years old.
Wow.
I totally remember going to see that in the theater. So that I thought that was pretty cool. That and The Flight of the Navigator. Those two films,
Yeah.
man, were kind of in this a little bit of the same.
They
vein.
are,
I mean,
yeah.
They're both sci-fi, but around the same time. So yeah, dearly love both of them. Next up is The Night of the Hunter, the 1955 crime drama film noir starring Robert Mitchum and Shelley Winters.
Ah.
How about this one from 1963, coming out on 4K this week, brother? It's The Nutty Professor,
Ha ha.
starring Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis.
Yeah. Also on 4K this week, Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs from 1991. This one's solid, man. Thelma and Louise.
Oh, wow.
The Criterion Collection.
Nice.
On 4K. The Ridley Scott directed. Stars Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon, of course. Brad Pitt as well. Thelma and Louise is a solid flick, man. So that's a good Criterion Collection release. And then last, but maybe not least, it's the Transformers Limited Edition 6-movie collection steelbook. So if you wanted to get all the Transformer films on 4K,
Does
here's
it
your
unfold
chance.
into a Transformer?
No, it should though.
Sad.
It freaking should.
It should.
That's going to give you Transformers, Age of Extinction, Dark of the Moon, Revenge of the Fallen, The Last Night, and the origin story, Bumblebee. So they're all packaged in one little nice steelbook.
I
does look
just
cool.
can't get into those movies. I don't see what it is.
They're okay. I've seen half of them.
To me, the characters are just a mess. And the movie,
The movie's a mess.
even worse.
Yeah, it's just chaos.
You're like looking at it going, what am I looking at?
Right. No, I remember that. I feel like they got better
Yeah,
with
I
that
understood
as
that
the
they
films went on.
realized that was an issue.
But yeah, especially because they were in 3D, right?
Yeah.
And it was just chaos. Like,
Yes.
you can't tell what the hell's
No.
going on because they're just moving too fast
Right.
and the shots were too quick,
Yeah.
which does not bode itself well for 3D whatsoever. So yeah, I'm with you, man. It's it's Schumacher, Joel Schumacher,
Yeah.
right? It's just chaos is his middle name. so there you go. That's what's coming out this week on 4K
I like it.
Blu-ray, which takes us
Yes.
to Over Under.
Now, I
Paints.
did not cover Over Under for last week.
Damn you.
But that's okay, because I know you're not prepared to do it.
No, I'm not.
So we'll just move forward.
But we got what happened last week,
right.
which was only one film
Yep.
that came out last week, which was Fast X,
Yep.
the new Fast and Furious film. Looking forward to seeing that. 65.4 million
Yeah.
was your estimation. I said over.
Yeah.
You said under.
Yeah.
And the actual was 67. It was over. And Crystal and Russell Casper have a 2-point lead right now
Nice.
with 17. Lots of folks with 15, 14, 13. But yeah, man, they got a 2-point lead they're making happen right
You know, if it wasn't for you, I would have missed it this week.
now. That's right.
I
Yeah, because I did it and I always put down your answers. And
Yeah.
I didn't see them.
so I did all
Got an
my
hour to spare.
homework on this last night
Yeah.
and really dived deep into this one. And forgot to make my
Forgot
picks.
to actually make the.
I got them on the paper right here,
Yeah.
but I forgot to do the
Well, it's
picks.
a good thing you did it. There's 4 films
Yep.
this week, and they are 4-day estimates
Right.
for the Memorial Day holiday.
Yep.
So let's start it off with a very apropos film for Memorial Day weekend.
Mhm.
That's Kandahar
Yep.
coming out, starring Gerard Butler. A CIA operative and his translator flee from special forces in Afghanistan after exposing a covert mission.
Yeah. Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes says that this movie is barely worth watching
Yeah, right?
at 40%.
40.
When you do, let me ask you a question about these percentages. When you do the percentage, you do the Rotten Tomatoes one, right?
Yeah.
You don't do the audience.
Not the audience one.
Oh, okay.
Because the audience one, that's just people that want to see it. Like,
Gotcha.
Are they looking for it? It's not even people that have already seen it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I mean, this film wasn't even out. It doesn't come out till today.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of those are like just anticipation
I
of the
see.
film, right?
Okay. So yeah, 40. Was it 40% when you looked
I
at
had 44%.
So
I
it
saw
must
it.
have
So it's already
gone up a
dropped.
little bit.
Jeez, with an estimate of $3 million. I say under.
I also said under.
There you go.
Yeah.
Next up, a film called, and I hadn't heard about this at all.
I hadn't either, and I'm shocked who's in it.
Right? Called The Machine.
Yeah.
Action comedy. Bert's drunken past catches up with him 20 years down the road when he and his father are kidnapped by those Bert wronged 20 years ago while drunk on a college semester abroad in Russia. It
No
stars
rating.
Bert Kreischer and
Yes.
who plays the father?
God.
Mark Hamill.
Yes.
Wow.
And how bad must it be? No rating. on
Well, no,
Rotten
it has.
Tomatoes.
Where were you looking?
Did you have a rating?
Yeah.
There were no ratings when I looked at it.
When was that? Yesterday or something?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's 40%.
Oh, 40%?
40%.
Yeah, it had no rating, so I figured
Gotcha.
they didn't. You know how
Yeah,
the
well,
movie's
yeah.
really bad, they don't
right.
do that.
They embargo it, so they don't.
All right.
Yeah. Estimate of $4.6 million.
Yeah, I had to go under.
I'm going under because I'd never even heard about it until
Uh-uh.
this.
When you think
until
of
I
Mark
did this
Hamill in
list.
it,
Right?
I mean, he's like huge, isn't
Yeah.
he? Well, I mean, it's
Well,
fan-wise. A lot
yeah.
of fanboys love
Yeah.
Mark
I
Hamill.
mean, you know,
and girls.
he's almost more
Star
famous in
Wars.
animation. Now.
Yeah. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Next up, film called
Jesus.
About My Father.
And you'll never guess who's in it.
This comedy starring Robert De Niro.
Dude,
Yeah.
he needs to stop.
And he's played this kind of role so much.
How many times?
So much. When Sebastian tells his old school Italian immigrant father Salvo that he is going to propose to his all-American girlfriend, Salvo insists on crashing a weekend with her parents. I mean, it's like that whole series he did with
exactly.
Meet the Parents, right?
You
It's
see
called
one,
Meet the Parents.
you feel like you've seen them all.
Yeah, right, exactly.
When I read this, I'm like, why do I feel like I've already seen it?
I know. I feel like he's just
And I
going
love
through
him.
emotions. Oh yeah,
I love
De Niro.
him, but I don't like what they're doing to him. I don't like these roles. he's
Yeah, and I feel like this is like what he's relegated to now.
doing. Yeah, I don't like it.
Because he's still young, and I mean he's not young, but he can still do some serious, awesome
Absolutely.
roles. And he's done a few. I should
Yeah.
admit, like
Yeah.
he's done some Scorsese stuff lately. But I feel like more than ever, he's doing these types.
They're
of
not.
roles.
They're not using it the way you should be.
No,
using it.
agreed. And at 29%,
Yeah.
it's obvious that this is a
Yeah.
piece. 6.5 mil.
Yeah.
Your estimation on that? Going under on that as well.
I also went under. Yes. Yeah. This is a weird lineup of movies. Wouldn't you think we'd
Yeah.
have some really strong, heavy-hitting
big
movies
films
right
this
now?
weekend,
Because
right?
you want people to come to the theater.
Yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend.
Right?
Well, there is one big one.
We're trying to get them back into the theater.
Yeah, yeah.
This isn't the way to do it.
I agree. Totally agree with you. But there is one big film this weekend coming out, brother.
Yeah.
You excited?
I actually am.
Are you?
Yes.
For The Little Mermaid.
Yes.
I'll
A
tell you-
live-action Little Mermaid.
I'll tell you, Cohen, this week has been, Dad, how many more days? Oh, he goes, Dad,
Oh, wow.
3 more days until the new Ariel. He calls it the new Ariel.
Ah.
And I'm like, you can't, like, first of all, how did you know?
Yeah.
Second of all, you care about this? Like, they're excited. The kids are excited for the
Did
new
you
Little
see
Mermaid.
what Rotten Tomatoes said about it?
Yes.
ranks among the studio's most enjoyable reimagining.
Wow, so that's not a good sign then.
No, well, no.
68%.
That I did not have.
Yeah, so that's...
But 68, that's not bad.
That's not great. It's not fresh.
They have Happy Meal toys.
Oh, do they?
Right there, brother.
Oh, yeah, we have one.
Right on my desk.
Yeah, we
Sebastian.
have that. I didn't realize that's what... Oh, that's funny.
I'm interested in this, and you know what? I've seen several trailers. I think there's 3 out.
Yeah.
Is that right? Well, I've seen several trailers. And you know what? I got to write another movie down here that I want to mention. But anyway, they look pretty good.
It looks like it could be good.
I think it could be really
Holly Bailey,
interesting.
Melissa McCarthy as Ursula.
Yeah.
That's probably decent.
Yeah, and the girl playing Little Mermaid, what's her name?
Yeah, Holly Bailey.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. Javier Bardem is King Triton. I mean, he's awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see. 68%. I mean, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I think they were probably hoping, they were pumping this during the Oscars.
But how many little girls out there?
Yeah.
And little girls back when this movie came out that are now no longer little and still have that love for Ariel.
Oh, no question.
And the whole. I think this movie's going to do really well.
I think so too.
Yeah.
149 million. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But it is a 4-day estimate.
Yeah.
And I had actually originally gone under. In fact, I even have under on my paper.
Really?
But I changed it at the last minute.
Yeah.
I thought, you know what? It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. And
if Cohen's excited to go see
what else are you going to
this,
watch?
Exactly.
The rest is garbage.
Yeah. There's not another big film right now especially that's coming out this week. So yeah, I'm going over.
My fingers are crossed for him. I mean, this is basically kind of the end of the Bob Chapek thing.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how many more movies he was involved in that are on there that are coming out, but I just kind of want. I hope it does well.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of these kind of movies. I'm not a fan of these remakes,
really
these live-action remakes.
To be honest.
I saw Pinocchio the other day.
Oh, you did? The Tom Hanks one?
Uh-huh.
Was it good?
Well, I thought it was fine. But did they need to do it?
Right.
No, they didn't need to do it.
Yeah.
Did Tom Hanks do a good job? You know, a lot of people said that he just boned it in and it wasn't. I don't agree with that.
Really? Yeah,
I thought he did just fine.
Good.
It's that kind of role.
Right.
What the hell was he going to do about it? I mean, you can only play it one way.
Right.
So I thought he was fine. But again,
yeah. I mean, there's not a single of
didn't need it.
Disney remakes that I've liked.
I would much rather sit down and watch it animated.
Yeah, 100%.
The original.
100%. Like Lion King might have been one of the best, but it wasn't. They call it live action. That was not live action.
No, it was
the whole thing
computer
was
animated.
But they consider that to be like one of their live action. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think that's oddly enough. I think that's probably the best one. Like I wasn't a big fan of Jungle Book. Like that remake they did.
You didn't like that one?
No, didn't really like that. I never saw Aladdin with Will Smith. Didn't see that one. What else has there been? Well, they redid Lady and the Tramp.
God, I forgot they did so many.
Yeah, they did Cinderella, right?
Yeah.
Which, jeez, I could care less about that.
Yeah.
So,
Wasn't that one of the first ones they did?
I think so. Yeah, that was a while back. Just recently they did the Wendy and Peter one.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen that yet?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. These films just don't do it for me.
No,
I don't know.
Me neither.
I'm with you.
It is definitely. I mean, now that Bob Iger's back, it's definitely time to bring the imagination back.
Right.
We have done this new movie coming out.
If we're gonna remake something, remake 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
I don't want that.
Oh, that could be sweet now, though.
I don't want it.
Come
I
on.
loved it the way it was.
We're making a sequel then. Got a whale of a tail, brother. For God's sakes.
Yeah. No.
I mean, they did with Tron. I like the new Tron.
Tron
a lot
was
of people
fun.
don't,
Yeah.
but I dig it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's true. These remakes of the just straight animated classics just don't do it.
Let me tell you
Lion
about
King was the other one.
Let me tell you about
sorry, not Lion King. Beauty and the Beast was the other one.
Oh, right.
Jeez,
Yep.
yeah.
Let me tell you about a movie that's coming out that I had no interest in. I gotta tell you, I saw a trailer. This is the one that has 3 trailers out right now. And Susan said something perfect. And I'm like, oh my God, you're right. And oh my God, I think I forgot what she told me. I'm talking about the Barbie movie.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
The trailer.
It could be fun.
I'm like, oh my God. And she said what it's like. She goes, well, you know what this reminds me of? Oh, darn it. And she was completely dead on right. Oh, shoot. Man. Oh, yeah. The Lego movie.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
it totally has a Lego movie feel
Right,
to it.
right. No, I think that movie looks fun, man.
And that's making me feel like those guys that did Lego Movie, I wonder if any of them had anything to do with this.
Maybe.
Because it is definitely going right down the middle of the road, just like this movie did.
Like, I won't see that in the theater, but I'll see it when it comes out.
Absolutely.
Like,
it looks really fun. Plus, I love her. Who doesn't like her?
Exactly.
Huh?
Exactly.
I mean, I'm
And I like him. I like him a lot.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling, that dude's
Yeah.
He's great.
So I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. It's very pink. The film is very pink.
Very pink. But that's down the road. Coming down the road.
Looks fun. Looks fun.
Yeah.
So there you go. That is this week's over under
I
and
like
this week's show. So hey, go to our website. It's www.dvdweeklypodcast.com. Fun and frivolity, like the links to our Facebook fan page.
Where you can see all the pictures I put up. Lately.
Yeah, those are cool pics,
Yeah.
man. Cool pics. You can see Autumn too at Crypticon. That's
Yeah.
awesome. She looked great. Man.
I'll be putting up
So
the
cool.
incredible piece of Walt Disney World
There you go.
from Mapo.
There you go. Also, hey, over under too. We got the leader at 17, leading by 2 right now. Ooh, coming down getting close to the home stretch too.
Yep.
We got feedback at dvdweeklypodcast.com and that beautiful phone number, brother.
406-426-1DVD.
There it is.
Yeah.
Memorial Day weekend. Everybody be safe.
I'm ready. I am ready.
Remember the reason, y'all. Come
That's right.
on,
Yep.
man. Almost more than most holidays.
Yeah.
This was just a very impactful holiday.
It is.
man.
Yeah. It's heavy.
Just
you
thanks
think
to
about it.
everybody who's gone through those losses,
Yeah.
the families and friends, and like, holy hell, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so happy Memorial Day weekend. Be
Yep.
safe out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good one, folks.
Sayonara.